Tonight on News 3 at 5:30, it's a race against the clock and the weather for political volunteers trying to appeal to voters one last time. And a new option for pet owners in Madison. We'll show you a clinic offering veterinary care for less.
This is News 3 at 5:30.
Good evening and thanks for watching News 3 at 5:30. I'm Amanda Quintana. With Election Day less than 48 hours away, both Democrats and Republicans are making last-minute efforts to get voters to the polls. Both parties had volunteers knocking on doors and calling registered voters, trying to secure their promise of a vote on Tuesday. Candidates are quite close in the polls right now. The latest Marquette Law School poll on Halloween showed Governor Walker and State Superintendent Tony Evers essentially tied for Attorney General. Incumbent Brad Schimmel leads by only 2 points to Josh Kaul, and the U.S. Senate race is the only one of the big three with a larger margin. Senator Tammy Baldwin leading Leah Vukmir by 11 points in the most recent poll. Party volunteers say these last few contacts can make all the difference in races this tight.
Especially with such a tight midterm, it's extremely important that we're making contact with voters to make sure that they know about everything that Scott Walker and Leah Vukmir has done for Wisconsin. And by doing that, we're able to hopefully convince them to come to the polls and support us on Tuesday.
Our job is to have conversations with people that help them identify what's important in their lives that's on the ballot on Tuesday, whether that's their health care or their schools or the environment. So if people aren't already fired up to vote, it's helping them, trying to have a conversation that helps them identify that.
The rain did not slow either group down today. They said it usually means more people are at home to answer the door or the phone. If you need help getting to the polls on Tuesday, there are a few ways you can get there without a car. Uber will offer $10 off rides to the polls, which could mean your ride is free. Lyft is also offering something similar. Fitchburg Family Pharmacy is also offering free rides to people on Election Day. You don't have to be a patient or a customer to get that free ride. Their number is there on your screen, 608-274-3784. And Union Cab and Common Cause of Wisconsin are also offering free rides. For more information on what you need to know before you head to the polls, just go to channel3000.com. You will find News 3's voter guide at the top of our homepage. Make News 3 your election night destination for the fastest numbers and best analysis. At 7 p.m. on Tuesday here on WISC, CBS News national coverage begins. Who will control Congress? We will break in with live local updates all night on WISC. Then starting at 8 o'clock, you can watch continuous live local uninterrupted coverage on our digital platforms, Channel 3000, Facebook, and YouTube. Then at 9 o'clock, our local coverage will be available on Fox 47. And at 10 o'clock, join us on WISC for election night coverage you can count on to be fast and accurate. Election Day is also an alert day. Let's turn it over to meteorologist Dana Fulton with your first look forecast.
Thanks, Amanda. We're actually looking at a forecast pretty similar to today for our Tuesday. So we do again have an alert day in the forecast for Tuesday. Right now, though, we're actually finally watching our rain die down just a little bit. Here's a look at the last 3 hours. It has just been a soggy Sunday for us throughout Wisconsin. Currently, we have showers starting to move into the western edge of Dane County. Also seeing a lot of rainfall, mostly on the eastern edge of the state. We are going to continue to have these scattered showers over the next several hours, but the rain is gradually dying down for us overnight as the system continues to move northeast over the state. We're close to 50 in Madison, 52 in Mineral Point and in Janesville right now. Same goes for Lone Rock. And compared to this time yesterday, it's actually quite a bit warmer with that cloud deck overhead. Our temps warmed up a little bit. We're going to stay here for the next few hours and then, of course, cooling down quite a bit overnight. Quite a breeze coming from the southeast. If you've been outside at all, you certainly have noticed the wind at about 18 miles per hour in Madison, 21 in Monroe right now. That breeze is going to die down a little bit overnight. Tomorrow, looking cloudy for the morning and then rain chances creeping back in later in the day. We'll take a closer look at that full week ahead in just a few minutes.
Thanks, Dana. Anyone with pets knows medical care can be expensive. A new low-cost clinic is opening in the area, aiming to help owners, animals, and local shelters. Our Madeline O'Neill is here to tell us a little bit about it. Maddie?
Yeah, well, Precision Veterinary is gearing up to open on Odana Road tomorrow in Madison, where they're planning to provide animal care for owners who might not be able to afford it. Beyond that, staff hopes it will have a larger impact on animal-related issues in our area in the years to come.
Before I could even talk or walk, I wanted to be by the nearest animal I could.
Now with 2 dogs and a foster kitten with an interest in cameras, Megan Shue doesn't have to go too far.
Good baby.
When her pets aren't taking her full attention, other animals are on her mind.
That's the way that I can make the biggest impact.
That's what she's working on here at Precision Veterinary as the medical director and veterinarian, hoping to provide care to as many animals as possible, whether or not they have owners that can afford it.
It's really difficult because, our heart goes out to those people and we want to be able to help them.
Shue says spaying and neutering cats and dogs can cost owners hundreds of dollars in the area. So the clinic has a high-volume, low-cost model to bring prices down.
Spay your animals. If you love them, spay them.
At an open house Saturday, visitors like Underdog Pet Rescue volunteer Annie Bodie came by to show their support.
And it's sad to see somebody who would make a great pet owner that maybe just needs a little financial help. So I think that the high volume, low cost spay center is just really going to make a difference.
The clinic will also be partnering with area shelters and rescues like Underdog, giving procedures to current animals while tackling what Shue calls a big problem in the area.
Being able to help out individual cases is fantastic, but what we see as a big need is being able to help with the problem of just overpopulation within our communities.
From shelter pets to the ones by her side. Shue's goal is to keep them all happy and healthy.
That's ultimately what I want to do, is be able to affect as many animals as possible.
The vet clinic plans to set up a pay-it-forward program so donors can pay for procedures and surgeries for animals in need. It will be open 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday, starting tomorrow, with spay and neuter costs at $50 for cats and $100 for dogs until the end of the year, when that price will go up for about $10.
All right, definitely a big need for that in the community.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Maddie, for
You're
that.
welcome.
Madison beaches have been in need of a bit of a cleanup since August's historic flooding. So today, volunteers helped at 13 Madison parks to clean up trash and debris. According to workers with Madison Parks, volunteer turnout was a bit lower than expected because of the rain, but those who participated were enthusiastic. Officials say that this cleanup event is a good start, but trash left over the winter will need to wait until spring to get cleaned up. Coming up, finally getting the credit they deserve. We'll show you a group of Minnesota musicians finally being recognized for work they did decades ago on a pretty famous album. That's after the break. Welcome back. Motorcyclists pride themselves on their tight-knit community and generosity. Today, an event showed that spirit lives on even in the cold. Sun Prairie's Turducky Run took bikers from local businesses to local businesses, scavenging for hidden rubber ducks that were dressed like turkeys. Participants all bought food items that will be given to local food pantries. Organizers said that even on a rainy day like today, helping out the community comes first.
Unfortunately, when it comes to the off-season, you know people are in need. So we needed to come up with something to help people in need. And this seemed to be like the easiest thing to do. It's fun. It's a game for us. We all get to hang out.
Because it is off-season for the bikers, a bus took them from location to location. A musical milestone with a Midwest connection. Minnesota musicians are finally being recognized for their part in one of Bob Dylan's most famous albums. Jennifer Mailer reports.
History has decided that 3 days was something special.
December of 1974, 6 young musicians were pulled into Minneapolis's Sound 80. It started with Bob Dylan's brother looking for a particular guitar and turned into some of Dylan's most memorable tracks.
But I had no idea what I was getting into. And I mean, you can't make this history up. You can't try for this your whole life.
Kevin Odegaard recalls the synergy in the room and says Dylan was open.
We're from Minnesota. He's from Minnesota.
Yeah.
He was Bobby Zimmerman. He wasn't Bob Dylan. There was no movie star. There was no superstar. There was no celebrity going on in that room at all.
Drummer Bill Berg sketched these recreations of the sessions. The musicians learned Dylan wasn't satisfied with some of his recordings, and while home in Minnesota, he decided to give them another go.
It was only going to be one song, but he liked Idiot Wind enough to go on to the second song. One song at a time, and we got through 5.
It's Tangled Up in Blue that truly struck a chord with Odegaard. It started in the key of G.
Bob comes out to do it, and we play it, and it's just okay. So I said, you know, I think that would sound better up a note. I think it would sound great in the key of A. It'd be more urgent.
They got it in one take.
It became more desperate sounding.
Did you know at that moment, at that age, that this was going to be such a classic?
We knew it was,
Yeah,
it was greatness.
because there was that pause.
And Bob
and
did too.
Dylan released Blood on the Tracks a month later, with their sound on the album, but their names were missing. Odegaard set out to set the record straight.
It was serious for me because I got 3 of the guys in the room, and I'm a Midwestern kid with a conscience.
Over the years, it created a buzz with die-hard Dylan fans.
Everything kind of blew this up. Like, who are these mystery guys that made all these hits?
With the 2018 release of More Blood, More Tracks, it all comes full circle.
There they are.
Yeah, that's correct.
In black and white. We can put all the angst and worry behind us now.
There you did it. You did it. Everything came to fruition, man.
Thank you, buddy.
Thank you for staying on it.
Jennifer Mayerly, WCCO 4 News.
Odegaard became an advocate for songwriters' rights. Peterson played with other notable musicians, including the Steve Miller Band and Leo Cotney. Stay with us. Dana has your first alert forecast when we come back.
A bit of a chilly, cloudy, and soggy weekend for us. Looking at our visible cloud track just for today. It wasn't too sunny outside at all. Thick cloud deck overhead, that tight rotation. You can see that system moving right over Wisconsin. And then, of course, right after sunset, there goes the clouds. Can't see them anymore with our visible cloud track. And as we switch over to Doppler track, of course, we can see all of the rain that came through today. It was a soggy day. That rain starting late last night, and now we're looking at some scattered showers still moving over parts of southern Wisconsin. Much of the heavier rainfall, though, has now slid on through. So these showers will continue for a little bit longer, as you can see, but we're really not expecting the heavy rainfall for us over the next few hours, just a few light showers. Much of the southeastern corner of the state, less than a half of an inch, but some isolated areas getting just a little more. The further west you go and southwest, those accumulation totals get just a little higher. Parts of Grant County getting close to an inch, but as you travel east, again, those numbers going down pretty quickly. Parts of Madison or Dane County getting close to a half an inch for us. We're sitting at near 50 right now. Madison 52 in Janesville with a breeze coming through. 18 miles per hour from the southeast in Madison right now. 22 in Monroe. Peak wind gusts today over 30 miles per hour for us at times. So this again, all as an area of low pressure continues to lift northeast, dragging these showers right on over Wisconsin. It's going to clear out of here. We'll dry up for part of tomorrow, but we're not completely in the clear for any rain chances just yet. So do plan on some showers overnight if you left the windows down. At this point, things are going to be a little wet, but here's your last chance to try to roll everything back up real quick, because we are going to continue to see those showers moving east until about midnight. Clouds to start off tomorrow morning. Your Monday is looking a little dreary, unfortunately. Overnight low temperatures will be close to 40 for us early tomorrow. Afternoon temps won't climb too high, and then as we get later on in the evening, our chance for rain is going to develop yet again. Not expecting showers in the morning, but we will see them later on in the evening. Those showers sliding through west to east again. By Tuesday morning, we start to get a bit of a break, but we are expecting to see some showers throughout much of the day, and later we're going to get in the afternoon on Tuesday. Right now, clouds in the sky, a little bit of rainfall falling for us, but overall not too bad of a day. If you could just throw on a hat or a jacket, you'd be fine. 50 degrees our high for this afternoon, close to average, a little warmer than our overnight low. We started the morning off at about 37, should have been in the low 30s. No record-breaking temps for us today, nor record-breaking precip. 40 overnight, those showers again wrapping on up for us. It is going to stay just a little breezy. Tomorrow mostly cloudy with showers coming in later on in the day. They'll be developing in the evening. 50 the high for us for our Monday. Tuesday, of course, is an election day. We do have an alert day in the forecast for Tuesday because there is the chance to see those showers, some very strong wind gusts, and maybe even a snowflake or two coming through later on in the evening. So that's why that alert day is in effect. Nothing that should keep you from the polls. Just keep in mind the weather may have roads a little slick. A big cooling trend as we head towards the end of the week. Quite a frosty weekend ahead for us.
It was a little sad to see all the fall leaves being blown off the trees
everywhere.
Today. Yeah.
It's like being in a reverse snow globe. Instead of snow, just leaves.
Everywhere. Thank you so much, Dana. The Badgers men's soccer team with the comeback of the weekend in the Big Ten tournament. Highlights coming up next in sports.
Raise your
Well, here's some food for thought on tonight's Packers-Patriots matchup. The two teams aren't scheduled to play each other again until 2022. That is, unless they meet in the Super Bowl. So there's a pretty good chance that tonight could potentially be the last time that Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady will face each other. Kickoff tonight at 7:20 at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Massachusetts. The Packers have yet to win a game on the road this season. Meanwhile, the Patriots, they are undefeated at home. Other NFC North action today, lines at Vikings second quarter here. Check out this run. Dalvin Cook, look at those legs go, picking up 70 yards here. Eventually leading to this, Kirk Cousins short 2-yard pass here to Adam Thielen, 14-6 Vikings. Fourth quarter action here. Matthew Stafford with the ball, scrambles a bit, then tries to pitch to Kerryon Johnson. Oh wait, no, just kidding. Danielle Hunter, the scoop and score, 32-yarder. Vikings beat the Lions 24-9. Bears at Bills, and pretty much everything that could possibly go wrong for Buffalo today actually did. Second quarter, Bears up 14-0. Nathan Peterman. Nope. Leonard Floyd, the 19-yard pick six, 21-zip Bears. Fast forward to the fourth here. Mitchell Trubisky to Trey Burton for the short touchdown. Bears with the beat down on the Bills, 41-9 the final score. Peterman, this poor guy, throwing 3 picks, 1 touchdown today. Some very dedicated Badger soccer fans getting it, cheering on Wisconsin in the Big Ten quarterfinals against Rutgers. Scarlet Knights up 2-zip in the first half. Rutgers can't clear it. Noah Leibold with a goal there, 2-1. They're down still, though. Under 2 minutes to go in the half. Badgers take a corner. Patrick Yim here on the left side. The dive on the edge. What a comeback for Wisconsin. They win 6-3 the final. Badgers will face Penn State in the semifinals on Friday in Indiana. The Badgers women's basketball team in an exhibition this afternoon against UW Oshkosh at the Kohl Center. First quarter, Diamond Bragg dribbling down the court here. The pass to Nia Beverly. She launches a 3. Wisconsin off to a 12-0 run. Second quarter now, Beverly playing defense. The steal and score here. Badgers up 18 points. Clock winding down before halftime. Alex Luring, she will get the ball from downtown. She put up 11 points today. Badgers beat the Titans 79-51. The Bucks off to a 7-1 start so far this season coming into today. Only lost to the Celtics last week. They're undefeated at home. This has been such a fun team to watch so far. The team hosting the Kings at Fiserv this afternoon. Check out this highlights, the highlight of the century here. Giannis driving, dunking. 26 points, 15 rebounds, 11 assists for the Greek Freak. Later, he can share the ball too. Giannis hands it over to Tony Snell for a 3-ball. Bucks scoring a franchise record 144 points. They win by 35, improving to 8-1. The last time the Bucks were 6-0 at home was in 2007. Finally tonight, CFL action on Friday night between the Toronto Argonauts and the Ottawa Redblacks. Third quarter here, Moses Madu Jr. with a touchdown. O-lineman John Gott, though, he wants to celebrate on his own. And he wants to celebrate now. Runs up to the stands, grabbing a beer, chugs it, going to town. Apparently that's how they do it in the Great White North or at Boise State, where Gott went to college. Pretty impressive, though, they went. Did that get back on the field? Lots of fun stuff today. Lots of fun stuff today.
All right, thanks so much. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Michelle Carolla. Tonight on the News at 9, Wisconsin will soon be home to a school built specifically for kids with savant syndrome. We'll introduce you to a little boy who would be the perfect candidate. That's first on Fox at 9.
We have got a busy week ahead. We have Election Day, and it's also an alert day.
Yes, we do have an alert day in for Tuesday. Our concern there, of course, is there will be a lot of people out and about. We are going to deal with some rain and some stronger wind gusts coming in on Tuesday. Not a major system, but because the weather could factor in a little bit with everyone out and about, there is an alert day in the forecast for Tuesday. For your Monday, certainly the warmest day of the week by far at this time. We're looking at temperatures fairly close to average for Monday, and then we only go down from there. Blast of cold air will be moving on in for the end of the week. Maybe bringing us also some light snow chances coming in Friday and potentially for next weekend as well. So it is going to be quite cool outside. Notice our overnight lows also holding fairly steady for the next few evenings. And then once we get just a little clearer, we are going to watch those overnight lows drop even more into the teens potentially by next weekend.
So definitely
closer and closer.
Yeah, warm clothes needed for high school football on Friday night then.
Absolutely.
Definitely a
Bundle
big
up.
jacket. Okay.
Gloves, jacket, the whole shebang.
Winter's getting closer. All right, thank you so much, and thanks for joining us. Have a great night.
Download the new Channel 3000 app and get alerted on your mobile device the minute news breaks. Wherever you go, be the first to know with Channel 3000.